days, 9 different locations, and over 60,000 people in attendance. For 30 years, the Miami International Film Festival has introduced foreign cinema to the American public.
I think that it gives people an opportunity to open their minds and see the world in a different way through film. You know, we all go to the movies all year long, but the film festival's an experience more than just going to the movies. You know, you're really engaging with different cultures and thinking about the art in a different way.
Jaie Laplante is the executive director. Every year, he plans to make the film festival bigger and better than the year before.
I personally am dedicated to keeping the festival fresh and alive and continuing to introduce new programs and new ideas, just because I want everyone to come to Miami International Film Festival every year and not know what to expect. I want them to be surprised every year.
But what Tribeca in New York and Sundance in Utah don't have is a great diversity of films. From Indian...
My dad and my uncle haven't spoken to each other for 10 years. They have rival restaurants and they're now trying to put each other out of business.
To Spanish language.
No sé, Ruth. Yo necesito una chica que me dé un poquito más de caña. Yo no puedo seguir con esta relación.
Bueno, a lo mejor lo podemos hablar en otro momento, ¿no?
Miami International Film Festival has it all. Like the city, the film festival is also a gateway to and from Latin America.
That's definitely the specialty of Miami International Film Festival is being that gateway not only to Latin America but from Latin America. So, you know, and it really makes sense for our population base here. You know, these are the films that people do want to see as well. They want to see films from their home countries.
Like any blockbuster, a character's role in an indie film can make it come alive. In the same way, the Magic City is more than the setting. It defines this event.
Miami has a unique personality. Every time we think about programming or inviting a film, we always ask ourselves, is this a film that Miami wants to see? So it's kind of like a very basic criteria. And you know, Miami really believes in they like to be entertained, they like to be challenged. I don't think they're really after being bewildered by anything that's confusing, but we really keep that aesthetic in mind.
During its first run in 1983, the film festival introduced the U.S. to famed Spanish director Pedro Almodovar.
Well, we were the first festival to bring the films of Pedro Almodovar to the United States. So, of course, now he's a major director and has won many, many awards. But Miami International Film Festival is really the first festival that ever showcased his work.
Although independent and foreign films have been available to U.S. audiences for decades, they're much more popular with today's moviegoers.
Notice that there were 682 films distributed in the United States in 2013. That's a 34% increase over 2003. So just imagine in 10 years, the hunger and the audience is there. So people really are you know, liking movies, they want to see movies.
Laplante also says, although independent films may not be box office hits, today's technology, like video on demand, is helping these types of movies grow in popularity. He believes the Miami International Film Festival and other festivals like it are also pivotal in a filmmaker's success.
I think a film festival is a very important part of a city's life and its ability to even encourage its own filmmakers that are living here to make films. It's a tremendous annual inspiration, you know, for people who are aspiring to be filmmakers who live here and want to work here, to be able to come and interact with all these directors from all over the world and see all this art. So I think it's a tremendously important part of our spirit and our life.